Well, first, his nephrologist talked to us about the options, whether it's he can receive a donor kidney from someone who registered to be an organ donor at the end of their life. And the other option is to look into finding a living donor. His advice was if you are able to find a living donor, that would be the best path you could take. So it's the National Kidney Registry. That's where it's a national database, and they put in kind of your genetic information and your lab information, and they can find a match to someone else. So at the time, we were looking at me, seeing if I could be a donor. First, you have to qualify yourself because they want to make sure that you're healthy enough to live with one kidney. If you have diabetes or if you have a cancer history, some of those things that aren't a good, you're not a good candidate for living donor.
Yeah, so you went through this kind of arduous process, you and some family members. Ultimately, you found out that you're a candidate for donation. You found out you're not a candidate to donate directly to Jonathan.
It was not a match directly to him.
Yeah, that had to be so.
They introduced the National Kidney Registry as an exchange. So they would match me to somebody else, put me in the database and see if I can match somebody else. Put me in the database and see if I can match somebody else. And it happened very quickly. My coordinator, you end up with a coordinator that's on that transplant team. And she said, okay, well, I'm putting in all your data today, and you're going to get a match really quick. So the next day, she called me back and said, we found a match for you. I'm like, oh, that's great.
The next day.
And then she told me, you were matched to a 4-year-old boy in Wisconsin. And I just went, oh my God, I didn't expect to hear that. I sunk in my chair and cried.
Yeah.
There's a part of it. We all get familiar with our own world, and you don't realize the effects, the things that other people are facing. And I can't imagine what a family and a 4-year-old boy has been going through, that he needs a transplant.